Okay, so Mac wants to hang out with me while I walk around and show you what we have here on the deck. So some of these things are in the house during the winter. This avocado's gotten kind of carried away. A bunch of seedlings that Gary's working on for daisies. You may recognize, I guess we've got here 3 different cactuses that came from you at one point or another. Gary just transplanted them because they were getting kind of squished in there. Here's more of his seedlings and the impatient that you gave me. It was really suffering during the heat wave, but boom, perked right back. Okay, we're looking down here. This is the deck, heading towards the driveway. It's where you sometimes sit because it's nice and cool over here. I like it. We've got lilies coming up. This is the place where I first see spring arriving with little itty bitty teeny weeny bits of fern, which are now huge. I'm walking down the stairs and these are now up about, I don't know, maybe waist, chest height here. And turning around, just our crazy stuff growing in the woods. I don't really maintain it because it does just fine on its own. And junk stuff, okey-doke. Okay, you know this, Gary mowed, looks very nice. He's working on having plants come and grow up over this fence. That is just whatever sticks we find around or things he cuts down. He's building a fence. He's only recently found, or I don't know, maybe took without permission rocks from here and there around the neighborhood, and he's built a beautiful wall that goes all the way to the end of the yard now. He would like to have the wood go on top of it and eventually have it be covered with greens, which is nice. I think you saw this, the clematis no longer has blossoms, but it's doing beautifully anyway for the first year, I think, this particular one. Other side's in better shape. I'm walking up over here, the kayaks. Last year we had things growing on them. Perhaps this year we'll actually use the kayaks. And more of the clematis. Kind of like it just with these little goofy looking balls here. So some things look just as nice when they're dead as when they're alive, I guess. Alright, moving on. Yeah, we all know Forsythia. Forsythia. If I can come back, I don't know how actually to deal with zooming. Let's see. Zoom. Okay, let me go the other way. Very cool. Still looks sort of like a cemetery door to me, but our gorgeous garden. So I'm looking back here. Gary's just put in all of these plants this season. He found someone throwing away hosta. How crazy is that? And he's also into buying and or growing from seed daisies. This is my project for the fall. We have got this small patch of rhubarb. We've already had 2 different kinds of servings of it. I just made rhubarb cinnamon walnut muffins that were pretty good. The second batch of rhubarb. And I got my annual rhubarb strawberry pie for my birthday. But we're going to be splitting this guy up. Once we split it, I guess we won't get too much rhubarb the first year, so we're going to be splitting it delicately, save half of it. And then this whole area we would like to also put in strawberries. There's plenty of sunlight early in the season before all the trees get their leaves, so it's perfect for those 2 particular plants. Kind of a goofy looking pine here. Gorgeous sky, look at that. Look at the clouds. Beautiful. Yeah, Lisa's always got some junk somewhere. So let's take a peek at what's in the garden. Hello, garden. I'm going to back up a little bit here. Yeah, not so much. Okay, well, we've got tomatoes growing like crazy over here. Got one little poor guy who didn't really make it. I think we have a big rock underneath that poor guy. I'll show you. Hey, little fella. Really working hard on that. Got lots of tomatoes going. There are some tiny ones growing on the bottom of the cherry tomatoes, but we'll show you when they're red. Lots of peppers. And then we've got these 2 crazy cucumbers that are taking over the garden, so we keep rearranging them to attack the fence instead. But a little concerned about my basil, my cilantro, some of these peppers if we don't keep the cucumber kind of underway here. I have this almost fallow looking area that I debated on keeping fallow, but we've just thrown some carrots down. I'm not sure if carrots will make it in the soil, but they are short variety. And then just peas around the edge. Not that we are so in love with peas, but they're pretty. They grow fast in cooler weather, and they are helping to put nitrogen into our soil here. So over the years, that should be a benefit. And radishes here, we've been plucking those out. They're kind of tiny because of our soil, but they're still yummy. And lettuce growing a little bit slowly. I pick it once in a while. And then 2 alternating rows here, so more radishes and teeny weeny baby lettuce. And here the corn was a big hit with something. Bugs, birds, chipmunks, I don't know, but we've got very little corn growing here, unfortunately. So I probably won't really re-pursue that one. But lots of beans. Summer pole beans that were supposed to be growing up on the corn. That's not going to happen now, so we have to get some poles in here. And again, this is mostly to fertilize the ground. We're not huge bean fans, but hey, if we grow them, we'll eat them. This is a nice little, let's get closer on this guy. My students were doing some stuff looking at chemistry of growing plants, basically, getting carbon and nitrogen out of the air into plants. And so some of them were working on different conditions for adding nutrients to soil as well. And we have one guy got carried away and put too many seeds in one small container. His flowers did make it, but flowers on the other end of this, planted at the same time, much larger, they actually followed directions. It's amazing how that can make a difference. So considerably larger plants because of that. Mint, it's a monster, it's taking over. I've been plucking it out, it grows right back. Yikes. Thyme is doing very well this year for the first time. It just totally went cuckoo. I think it's because of the mild winter, because it never really did turn brown. Thought we'd try sunflowers. We figured the squirrels would eat them, and lo and behold, they didn't really do that. So now we have to figure out if we're going to keep them all or weed them or what. Particularly as we have got way too many squashes around the corner here. I'm going to back it up a little bit. Yep. So we've got tucked underneath that corner chunk, which is zucchini plants, we've got to the left and 2 places to the right of it spaghetti squash. Some people may eat it, I don't know, but it looks like we overcrowded that area, so I'll be very surprised to see what happens here. And I put in a little bit of Swiss chard here, which is not doing great, but better than I actually thought. And now that the weather is perfect for all these squashes, I'm afraid that area is going to have to be given up to them, and we'll pursue the Swiss chard again in another location, maybe in the fall. So it sort of likes cooler weather too. And I'll just buy my Swiss chard at farmer's market too. Alright, so let's get into flowers, which I think you'd like a little bit better here, assuming I'm doing this primarily for a mom. So I'm going back to the deck, and I'll just go around the deck and show you. Gary was resistant at first to the idea of where should he put more plants, given that he wanted to put them someplace. And when I first said not at the deck, he said no. But as you can see, he changed his mind. It's alternating yellow and white daisies. He's going to be putting in some daisies that he grows from seed. Oh, and here's the devil. The devil looks stunned. Yes, boat. Break out another 1,000. That's or what two, that orange, or another 2,000. But yeah. Okay, so that's my honey.
Hey, sweetie pie.
Hey, and you matched the flowers in the back there. I don't know if we can show that.
Oh, here.
Oh yeah, he's running to the back of the yard. You can see orange. It's camouflaged. You can't even tell he's there. Wow, that's terrific. Orange, orange. Yes, that's very nice, honey. Good job. All right, let's go back around the deck some more here. Thank you for playing. Okay, so these guys, very pretty, very bright. I'm not sure what daisies those are, but we saw them at Home Depot and had to have them because we're spoiled rotten. No self-control. All right. Another yellow. These guys, I think, are Shastas? I may be wrong. Oh, yeah, I'm going to cheat over here. Nope. Looks like they're brown-eyed Susans, so we're going to have another combo here. But we do have some of the white Shastas around the corner. I'm not sure what these cool guys are called, but they look kind of like marigold colors, but on daisies. Very pretty. Another one of our new guys, and relatively new Shasta daisy. It's beautiful. Gary, as you can tell, likes daisies. And this is all the back side of the deck, so you're not usually out here, but we are, because, you know, we have to get the hose every once in a while to take care of our plants. So more hosta. There's some ferns tucked in here and there, and this I really wanted you to see. Okay. I don't know how the color's going to come out here. Go around it. Gary took the roses you gave us last year and some roses that he had received from you over the years that weren't making it, or one that we have no idea where it came from, but he put them all together and they look beautiful here together. And bleeding hearts are out of season, but this is an area where we have them grow. Irises, of course, gone. Oh gosh, Pachysandra, yeah, I love that stuff. It just keeps going and going. And we've got lilies, and tucked down here at the end are lily of the valley, which he planted. I'm not sure about the orange lilies. They may have come from your house, they may not. Most of those went to Norwood, but all of this lily of the valley came from my house, and it takes over the yard pretty quickly, so it may not have been the best idea. And let's do a sweep of the yard, see if I can back it up here a little bit. Whee! Backed up, that's all I can do. So yeah, we are definitely spoiled. This is a good life. Won't torture you too much with the rest of this, but hey! Cat just attacked my leg. Yeah, little stinker. Hey, look up here. Look up here. Yeah, now you want to... Hey! Ooh, she's nasty. She kind of like hallucinates and then she attacks your feet. It's a little weird, and I'm barefoot right now. We will have some unusual, tiny, I guess they're sort of like sunflowers. They'll be very tall. I'm looking at my height right now, so they are about my height. One's a little bit taller. And if you can't see in here, we have got raspberries. And Lucy and I have been picking them like crazy. I already made my first batch of jam, and which took about 2 quarts. And we have got more on the way. Or maybe just more hooch, which is a berry requiring alcoholic beverage. I'd probably make the jam myself, but either way. And we found that by cutting down some stuff, we were able to, let's see how this goes, closer, get lots and lots of our own raspberries for the first time over here. Plus we also got it from across the street. So anyway, it's a fairly boring little tour of my yard, but I just thought you'd like to see what it's like coming out from my direction. Yeah, and there's the house, which is great, but the yard is the best. Love you.